Okay. Disconnected, reconnect. Yeah. Okay, that should be good. Okay, how do I reset this? Options. Okay. Episode 1, Turnabout Visitor. March 14th, 1:16 a.m. Question mark, question mark, question mark. To make sure the defendant is found guilty, what other choice do I have? That's the job of a prosecutor, after all. That may be true, but why? Why go this far? Sorry, maybe it wasn't clear enough, but a guilty verdict is all that matters to me, no matter what the cost. It's the guy again. He's got a big forehead. Always have been, always will be. March 14th, 2:05 a.m. Prosecutor's building, 12th floor hallway. Ew. Judge believed I'd been away from my office for a whole month. I hope Detective Gumshoe has been keeping an eye on my office and keeping it clean. Okay. The door is unlocked. Detective Gumshoe? It's a smell. It's very familiar. Lord. Ooh. What the? Oh, he did. What's the meaning of this? Freeze. Who the hell is that? Identify yourself. Shut up. What the hell is Miles doing in his office at 2 in the morning? My name is Miles Edgeworth, and I work as a prosecutor in my local district. Little did I know that upon my return home after a month abroad, I would be thrusted into a multitude of cases, and some very frantic and busy days. March 14th, 2:56 a.m., High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Still Samurai! And that thing. I didn't actually watch the gameplay for this, for when this thing first appeared with the Emma Sky and Lana Sky thing, because I did not give a single damn about them. Dot. I've finished photographing the victim's body, sir. Very well. Please continue your investigation. Yes, sir. Wait, hold on, I gotta make a voice for this guy. Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Are you okay, sir? Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene. Fuck, I accidentally used his old voice. Keep it down, detective. This is a crime scene. When I heard that a murder had taken place in your office, I ran up here straight away. This is... He's a detective with the local precinct, and the one they assigned to handle this murder case for the time being. You're looking a little pale, sir. Are you hurt? No, I'm perfectly fine. However... Look what they did to your office. It's totally trash. I can't do his voice. I'm just going with the one I used last time when I played this. I'll say, the culprit sullied my floor with dirt right away. No one gets away with tracking mud into my office. Whoa, sounds like I can really burn up over this whole thing. This crime was committed in my office, so it is my responsibility to solve it. That's just like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, time to do some investigating. Agreed. Our first course of action is to gather relevant facts and leads. We must not overlook anything, no matter how small, if we are to find the truth. So I'll keep any leads or information we find etched in the forefront of my mind. Speaking of things that pique my curiosity, why of all places did the murder occur in my office? Crime scene, my office is blah, blah, blah. I have a few theories. I get the nagging feeling that this is something important to keep in mind. I have a feeling I should write that down because I know I'm gonna forget. Hold on. I got like cat notepad things for Christmas like last year, I think. So, and I have not used them, so I guess I'll just use them now. Okay, let me see. Edgeworth office. There we go. Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. No, wait, that's Miles' voice. Yeah, I was wondering that myself, sir. I mean, you can't really say it's just a coincidence, can you? No, not really. Especially because of this. Who the hell's key is that? The key to your office? So, what do you mean, sir? If you think about it carefully and use logic, it should become clear to you. Logic? I hate his smirk. Hold on. Where is it? Where's the ugly cover-up? That's better. By finding a connection between two pieces of information and connecting them, new information is born. I want to smack his forehead. That is the end result of using logic. So how do you use it? First, I recall the information we've gathered with Q, and then I connect them together with T. I'm also gonna write that down. Okay. Quickly cover up, you can... Oops. I don't have a mouse, so I had to like use my trackpad. There we go. You know what? Let me actually hide this too. Cut, and then let me like reposition this thing right here. How do I? Okay. How do I reposition this? There we go. That's better. Also, peep the background. Okay. Recall info with Q. Connect with T. Okay. Easy. Ew. Now, to use Q and recall the fox. Oh. Tiny. I cannot see that. How do I full screen this? Okay. Alt enter. So I press space. Oh, look, the health bar thing in the top. For security reasons, all prosecutors' doors are outfitted with locks. Oh shit. Which means it would have been hard for the murderer and the victim to get in here. Ergo, it's impossible to dismiss the location of this crime as mere coincidence. Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking, sir. I need water. My laptop is on fire. You're right on the ball today, Mr. Proof Reminds. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray far from the truth as well. But if I think carefully before piecing leads together, the logic should flow. Well, let's get started with our investigation, shall we? Okay. Yes, sir! Begin investigation. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. Okay. The basis of any new information investigation is to examine everything, sir. I know that. And when I want to examine something, I simply use space when I'm next to it. Oh, whenever you ever feel lost and want to talk, just use T, okay? I'll give you great precise advice as an ace investigator, sir. Something to try later if I have free time, I suppose. Okay, we talked to... It's so weird seeing him move. I don't like that. Gumshoe! Do I just press space? Okay. What have we here? Could this perhaps be the murder weapon? I think it's not. If so, it would mean that the killer made their escape after disposing of the gun here. I think I've seen one of these before. Care to enlighten me as to where? Oh, I know. I was issued the exact same motto, I think. Detective. I don't really like guns all that much. I mean, they're really dangerous. But now that I think about it, you do see this model around the precinct a lot, sir. I don't use mine much, except in emergencies, so that's why I didn't recognize it. So it's the same type of revolver as the ones used by this precinct's detectives. I like the little finger waggle he does. Cute. I'm gonna make him dance. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He hitting it. He hitting it. He hitting it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Okay, what about you, Mr. Guy? Ordinary. I sure wonder. I sure wonder. Okay, okay, hold on. Okay, this is kind of fun doing it. Okay. I don't know what the hell she's watching. But still, that's insane. Again, our civil war. Okay. Speaking of out of the ordinary, let me check out this frivolous couch. I hope we can solve this case quickly. I'd like to return to relaxing on the sofa. Relaxing with who? That thing looks a billion times softer than my mattress at home. Can I sit on it too? Just for a little while, sir. Detective Gumshoe? No, I can't allow that. Until this case is solved, neither of us has time to spare, let alone rest. You're right, sir. I'm gonna work hard and be a real trooper to the end. Even once this case is over, I don't think he can afford to take any time off. Imagine if they make like a two-player Ace Attorney, and it's just Phoenix and YFA. I think they made that. I don't know. I don't really know much, but I do know the basic stuff. I gotta talk to this fellow. How's it coming along? Please, wait, please, I need absolute silence. Fingerprints lifting is delicate art. Well, I've never. What about this? Why won't it let me? Let me look at this. Okay. Take a look at these plants. Is this yet another batch of fresh flowers? The ones that come with a card attached every month like clockwork for you? Yup. Speaking of that, let's see what's on the card this month, sir. All will be resolved. Wendy. Wendy Oldbag? The lady from this. Still Samurai. And that on guard case. Like a few weeks ago, and my Algebra 2 class is like really, really bad. And so we had this old lady as a sub. My class was, of course, being bad. I wasn't though, because I'm a good kid with my friends. And oh my god, this lady looked almost exactly like Wendy. And she sounded like her in the anime too. But the thing is, that sub was not really good. So my class was like, they were like doing the usual, like, misbehaving stuff, burying stuff. One student named their textbook, and she lost it. She called the assistant principal over, and while he was over there, she said something about like all of us, like she told all of us to die, and like the assistant principal called her over. I don't know what happened after that, but I do know that oh, that hurt. Okay, what I do know is that she's not allowed to was it sub at my school anymore. So that's wow. I mean, kind of good for her, cause I wouldn't want to sub for that class either. Okay. Ah, I got water on my trackpad. Okay. Oh, Miss Irony, how painful are thy thorns? Yeah, okay. Wendy. Isn't that the name of the old lady with the whiny voice that's enough, detective? You need not remind me further. Ugh, I don't like her either. Still Samurai? Well, it's a good thing my Steel Samurai doll was spared any harm. Speaking of which, I still haven't actually sat down to watch any of that show. What's it about again? Well, I don't know much about it myself, but the hero of the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo, is the Steel Samurai. His goal is to defeat the evil magistrate. It's a show geared towards kids. However, its high production values and riveting plot draws in a number of adults as well. Spin-offs like Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo, and the Nickel Samurai, along with the Deluge of merchandise, and even a new stage show gives it presence. You sure know a lot. Are you sure you're not some sort of rabid fanboy? Hmm, of course not. Anyone that keeps up with society knows at least this much. And that conversation lasted longer than expected. Let us return to the investigation. Uh, what? What else? Oh, the office chair. It's been a while since I've sat at this desk. Oh, how I've missed you. Why did I gumshoe? What the hell does he have to do with this? Hmm? It's so tidy that it looks newer than when I first bought it. Yeah, that thing's so polished that it makes mirrors jealous. Tell me you had no other work the entire time I was away, detective. My job is to protect your office, sir. And you did such a good job protecting it that a murder occurred in it. That's harsh, sir. I have to admit, the desk has never looked better, so I guess I can't dock his pay. Oh, okay, so if you're like a prosecutor, you just get to dock detective's pay? I'm still a bit blind to this series. I haven't gotten past the, what is it? I haven't gotten past, the Phoenix Wright trilogy. I've only watched the gameplays and the anime for it, but that's pretty much it. I have been wanting to get in towards the what is it? The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. But I am broke for that and I cannot find a good YouTuber. So I don't know. But I want to. And I will soon, trust. Okay, what else? Can I investigate? Investigate you? He's so short. Hold on. Wait. No, they're kind of the same height. Oh, it's a trophy. The Knight of Prosecutors, right? King of Prosecutors. And it's not a trophy, it's a shield. They always send us to the wedding prosecutor, right? Yes, but I have no real interest in the perceived worth of other people. My name's Miles Edgeworth. The only worth you have is edge. As for my own worth, that is something only I can determine for myself. That's so slick, sir. I'm gonna have to try saying that sometime. Unfortunately for him, his monetary worth is tied directly to his worth to me. Okay, I didn't quite catch that last part. Oh well. Any others, Colin? What about this? Okay, so I can investigate like two things? What the heck? Okay, Miles, what is this? No, watch for the teacup fragments there, sir. That killer is going to pay. This tea set. Yikes! You're really mad over this. This tea set is very dear to my heart and can only be bought in England. Oh, was he in England? It costs more than your whole month's paycheck. Oh, what? Now I feel like the killer's wasted one of my monthly paychecks. How frequently does this guy get paid? How does he even... Does he have a house? Where does he live at? The files are all over the floor, sir. Okay, my memory is starting to come back a bit over this part right here. Because I remember investigating right here and then stopping. Okay. Then I like stopped streaming for like a few months and then now I'm back. I haven't talked like this for a while. My sorry, I'm really low on energy. I stayed up until 2. Sorta. Kinda. I'm thirsty. Okay, the soundtrack hits, honestly. I'm evil, 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 I'm evil. I'm evil, 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 I'm evil. Hold on, I didn't realize the, hold on, is it not, like, displaying properly? I'm confused, because I'm watching this on another screen, so, like, hold on, let me try, is that it? Okay, that's better, I guess. I didn't realize that, because I don't know what this part is for, because I thought, okay, it's not showing because I'm on OBS Studio. I'm streaming right now, but like, this part, like this half of the stream was not showing. I didn't realize that. Okay. I was doing some like voice thingy because my throat was starting to hurt. And that usually just like resets it anyways. Okay. They probably fell during the struggle between the victim and his killer. Signs of a struggle. Well, obviously. Oh, and it tried so hard to keep this place spotless while you're away. Can I just talk about how insane his side profile was? I mean, this just rendered all the time and effort I put in pointless. I don't recall ever asking you to clean my room. Well, I water the flowers every day, just like you requested, sir. I just added cleaning to the list as a weekend special. For about half a day every Saturday, I come in and clean this place until it's sparkled. Does he have a life? Probably not. Look at the way he's dressed. Okay. What about this? I sure wonder. This guy, he mentioned earlier about something out of the odd. I know that in like almost all the cases, like in any game where like something from some files are missing, it's always gonna bring up missing files. And the motives is always something like, oh, this guy, he wanted to cover up something, so he did the files. Okay. Oh, what did I do? Okay. They finished photographing the body, so it should be alright to examine this area. Don't they usually just like take out the body before like examining it? Cause I remember the case with actually no, I do not want to do spoilers in case someone new is watching this, but almost all the cases they remove the body first. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. I sure wonder. I don't believe it. I packed those files on these shelves so tight that not even an earthquake to make them fall off. But just look at them. At this rate, the rest of the files won't be able to withstand an earthquake at all. A problem, to be sure. Well, once the investigation is over, we'll put them back up on the shelf. You know, it probably says Gumshoe because someone was trying to frame him. Or it's the name of the guy. I only remember getting past this part. Like, not getting past this part. Okay, let me see, what else can I investigate? Okay. Let's see here. There's blood over his lower abdominal area. It looks like the bullet passed clean through his stomach area, sir. In other words, he was shot. Yup, and until the autopsy's done, I don't think we'll know much more than that. Please have the body sent to the morgue once they're done processing the crime scene. Okay, let me jot this down like Edgeworth. Where's that? I'm wondering if I'll be able to like play the trial for this game if there is one. We're going to be okay keeping track of the evidence we find, sir. Of course. This is the safest way I know to keep track of it all. Alright, if you say so. I keep all the evidence I find, either in or with my organizer. When I want to re-examine a piece, I have but to press E to open my organizer. But the organizer isn't only for evidence. I keep people's profiles on hand in it too. It's probably a good idea to make a good habit of checking the facts often. Let's check his wallet, boy. What do we have here? Wait, I think I've seen one of these before. It's a police badge, detective. Oh, hey, I have the exact same thing actually. What a coinkydink. Is he actually stupid? Let's take a look inside. Buddy Faith, rank detective. Mr. Buddy Faith. It would appear that our victim was a detective, just like you. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. Now to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Killer's goal, signs of a struggle, or let me try revolver. Okay, let me try revolver. And victim was a detective? Let me try this. The revolver, the standard model used by detectives. Could it have belonged to a recently departed? Detective Gumshoe, could you please thoroughly check the victim's body one more time? Yes, sir! On it now, sir! Excuse me, pal. Let's see. What do we got here? Mr. Edgeworth, sir! This guy's wearing a gun holster! So it appears our killer somehow managed to take the victim's gun from him. Victims are over jotted down in my organizer. Let's see what else we can find out about this revolver. As I always say, you've got to look really... Wait. As I always say, you've got to really... Hello? Let me check this. Can I... Okay. To think that it's so easy to take a life with just the pull of a trigger. You know, I can't ever see myself really liking guns. Oh, but I love the ones they use at the track and field meets to start races. With... If you take off before it's fired, everybody always follows up. Wait, if you take off before it's fired, everybody always ends up following your lead. To chase you down for a false start, detective. Now that you mention it, even when I finish first, I always wind up in last place. You know what? This right here. Hold on. How do I? No. Yeah, that's what I want to investigate. It looks like only one round is fired from this. You know what? There's two guns, and this guy's gun was the one that was used to kill him, and the killer swapped that one out with the different gun. That's my theory. Wow, so the killer killed the Vic with just one shot after wrestling the gun from him? Sounds like the guy knew how to handle a gun, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? We have no proof for now, but that is a distinct possibility. I guess this is about all we're going to find out. We should send the body to our time. Jim! Wait. I need some water. Hold on. Water break. Bless you. Hold on. Wait, who's Jim? Okay. Just put that there. Ew, get out of here. Why, oh why, how could this have happened to a guy like you? Yeah, fess up, bitch. Look at him like he's some lump of flesh. Wait, wrong boys, damn it. Look at him. Jim looks like he's just turned in for the night. Sure. Just in a bloodstained suit, pal. Where are my manners? Aren't you that prosecutor? Oh, that guy's the prosecutor. Okay. Why, yes, I'm Jack Portman, prosecutor. Jim here was my partner in crime busting. Oh, Jim here was my partner in crime busting. I'm Miles Edgeworth, and like you, I am also a prosecutor. Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. So you're Miles Edgeworth? I guess this is your office. Yes, that's correct. Then it was you! You're the one who killed Jim! Hold on. This guy is making me mad. Really mad. I don't like him, his forehead, and everything. You get the bad, ugly cover up. Hey, don't go around jumping to conclusions, pal. Just calm down, okay? Oops. Okay. I will not. I know how things work around here. Our prosecutor's office doors all have locks built into them. And only the owner of the office has the key to his or her own office door. Is Miles gonna get framed again? Guys, turn back of eyes. I'm very familiar with that. I actually like the anime rendition of it. It was actually very entertaining to watch. Like, really, really entertaining to watch. What's this image? Oh, that's just Osaka. This one? Oh. Okay. Hold on. There we go. That is correct. However, I was not the one who killed your partner. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth has been overseas on a business trip this whole time, pal. Wait. And the key to the door was with me the entire time. Okay. Oh my god. Detective Gumshoe is going to get framed because apparently the victim wrote gum on the files thing in blood and the key was in there. And the victim, wait, no, not the victim, Gumshoe is gonna get framed because he claims he has the key to it. And it was with him the entire time. And also, the gun thing is like, hold on, the gun thing, all detectives have that specific gun, but does Gumshoe have his? Because if this guy, Mr. Big Forehead, stole it from him and then like placed it there, then he could get framed. So the only one who could get in here was me. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh my god, he's actually stupid. Wait, that means... I'm not sure what that means. Okay, man. So it was you then. You're James Killer. No way, pal. You got it all wrong. Everyone calm down. Mr. Portsman, correct? If you're a real prosecutor, you should know to stay collected. It's a phony. The investigation has only just begun. Isn't it too early to be drawing conclusions? Alright, I get the point. You're right, my mistake. I tend to get a little too hot-headed sometimes. You sure are one cool customer though, Mr. Edgeworth. Ew. I'm not sure if my eyes deceive me, but this guy... I don't know. Okay, no, it's just my eyes. I have weird eyes. Can't really see. Well, this guy on the right is like more zoomed in. Edgeworth is shrunken. Or maybe he's just taller. Perspective, I guess. I've heard all the rumors about you. You're the great genius prosecutor. You're something of a legend, you know. Anyway, let's call it truce and work together, okay? Yeah, no. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? I would not touch that hand. Look at... He's wearing fingerless gloves. He could have been scratching his butt. And then picking his nose. And then licked his fingers after you. I would not touch the hand. A pleasure to work with you. You guys were conducting your investigation, right? Sorry for barging in like that. Carry on then. See you around after all. Thank you. I intend to. I just want a little more time to say goodbye to Jim. He's gonna steal something. You there! Sir! I want you to capture this scene on film for me. My final farewell to my partner, Jim. Why is he calling him Jim? His name's freaking Buddy. I should probably give him some space. Okay, investigated this. Let me investigate this thing right here. Ouch! They even knocked over your chess set! I had it all set up ready for when you got back. I figured we could play a few games. I will. I had no idea you were interested in chess. I'm actually pretty good at checkers, so I thought I'd give chess a try. Okay, so I suppose I can set up some time aside after we solve this case. Though I don't expect the games to tax my mental acuity too much. Conducting you? No. Okay, now I can actually investigate this thing. Ah! Your jacket, sir! What's it doing on the floor? It must have fallen off the wall when the killer tried to threaten me by firing a round. You know what? I think I might be right about the two gun things. Cause that gun, with the one shot, the victim's gun, apparently, it could have been like, that could have been the round fired. Maybe? I don't know. I'm just saying shit. So the killer not only shot the victim, but they shot your jacket as well? They dared to shoot the ultra special jacket that you made your prosecutorial debut in? What if they had shot through it? It would have been a disaster. It's not worth getting worked up over, detective. Not when there's something more here. Like what? You know, if Miles is the prosecutor, well, wait, isn't he like a defense attorney in these games? Well, I was gonna, like, hold on. Who's he gonna go up against if there's like a trial? Or is this just like a complete side spin-off thing? I don't know. I showed the description. I take it you haven't noticed it yet, detective? Hold on. Millions, mustn't. Millions. Okay, how do I get this off my screen? There we go. But I have my own methods, and I will conduct this investigation my way. And this scene before me contradicts a piece of evidence or seems off. That's when my deductive skills come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. This is it. This board holds where the contradiction lies. When I spot something that's off, I should point my cursor at it and press T with conviction. So, T? When I found sufficient proof to prove the contradiction, I present it. This is how I do things. Okay, I did not catch a single bit of that. I really hope that's not, like... Okay, considering it said to, like, press keys, it is important, and I'm probably gonna get Gumshoe that killed. I'm sorry, Gumshoe, not. Revolver? Oh, this? Eureka! When does it say Eureka? This will cause a contradiction. What do you mean, sir? It's elementary. 2 shots were fired in this room. The first fell to the victim. Oh, okay, so it was 2 shots. But there is, I think. Okay. Yeah, my 2 guns theory might be correct. The first felt the victim, and the second felt this frame. Hey, that's right. However, this gun was only fired once. Hey, that's true too. Which means that one of these 2 bullets was fired from a different gun. Yeah, 2 guns. Did the killer have another gun prepared for tonight? By the way, I noticed something, sir. Yes? What's that thing sticking out from behind the frame? Ah, that is a secret safe. A secret safe? Oh, I smell money. I'll spare us the trouble and just say it. Nothing like what you're imagining is inside. It's his, yummy collection. Now, if you could kindly move this frame out the way. Roger that! Achoo. Talk about dusty! I suppose that's what happens when I'm not here to dust it once in a while. I had no idea there was a safe here, or I'd kept it clean for you, sir. Okay, who's been trying to get into his collection? So where did you put this thing in? It wasn't something I had installed personally. Every prosecutor's office has one. Really? I had no idea. Well, only prosecutors are supposed to have knowledge of their existence. So, what's inside, Mr. Edgeworth? Right now? Nothing. We only use them to store especially important evidence when a trial is in session. That's it? Talk about squashing my hopes and dreams. Secret safe data, jot it down in my organizer. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious looking nook and cranny. This smudge right here. No, this is odd. You found something, sir? This keypad. Don't you find it to be a bit too clean? Yeah, there's a thick layer of dust all around it, but not on the keypad itself. You there, the forensic scientist. Yes, sir. Could you please dust this area for fingerprints? You got it, sir. I verified, let alone let the single print. Looks like it was wiped down well. Right down. As I thought. It appears that logic is the only way around this setback. Time to rationally and calmly connect the dots with the information we have. So, logic? This thing right here? The killer's goal? Wiped fingerprints? Another handgun. No, that's not right. Let me go back. I'm not playing this right now. I never knew there was a safe hidden back here. Well, if detectives know about them, then they wouldn't be a secret now, would they? Are there any other secret hidden things in this room? Even if there were, it would defeat the purpose of them being hidden if I told you. So don't bother looking for them. So there's no, like, hidden camera around, right? What if there was? No, it's nothing. Forget I said anything. I don't even want to ask what he's been doing in my office while I've been away. I have a few suggestions. So, what do I do now? Do I, like... Can I talk to this guy? No, I can't. Already investigated that. Oh. Mr. Portsman, a word if I may. Jim, I swear I'll find your killer and bring them to justice. You wait and see. It'll be for the both of us. Now then, you wanna talk to me about something? No. That's alright. I feel like I'm interrupting their conversation. So it can't be that. What about this guy? No? Okay. Yeah, this guy. How's it coming along? Please, I need absolute silence. This picture is too important to mess up. I'll leave the man to his art. Okay, so I do have to do the logic thing. Unless I already talked. Okay, no. Logic. Okay, did all that. Get all that. What this? Anything? No. Okay. This is kind of curiosity. I'm so curious. So I do have to do the logic thing. You know what? Maybe the killer was after the safe? I'm just scared. I don't know. That's... He's after the safe? I believed I figured out what the murderer was after. He was after evidence! Well, what is it, sir? The fact that the safe was wiped clean of fingerprints suggests that the criminal had at least attempted to open my safe, making the culprit's motive for breaking and entering theft, I believe. What if knowing that the motive behind this break-in was theft changes what the other pieces of information can tell me about this crime? Signs of a struggle. What? Fuck it. No, that doesn't seem correct. Another handgun. Motive, death. You know what? I'll take a risk. Okay. T. There was a possibility that the files splayed on the floor are not the result of a struggle between the victim and his killer. Oh, he has a key through the files. Encoding overload. Consider turning that video settings or using. Girl, I do not care. Boy, move out of the way. Now. No matter how much we lament, the dead will not come back to life. Okay, good. I'd like to sleep. Place. You place. You got it. Here, let me help. He's gonna steal something. Okay, hold on. My OBS studio is being weird. So, it says encoding overloaded. Where's the game capture thing? Properties. No. Settings? Okay, no, I'm not gonna mess with that. Okay, I'll just mess with that later. So this file goes here, and that book goes there. You should know a lot about where things go, despite it being Mr. Edgeworth's offices. Cause I'm the only one who keeps it tidy, pal, okay? Done. It appears that the murder was definitely committed here. No shit. The bloodstains on the shelf are still fresh. I suspect that the victim was killed in a standing position, hence the prints on the shelf. And then the guy fell onto the floor, right? The blood on the floor is kinda grossing me out. Detective, I don't have the time to deal with your weak stomach right now. But no, I'm not good with blood, sir. I'm certain there's something wrong with this picture. Yeah, I can think of one thing. This thing right here. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Shoot, I don't know this. There is clearly a contradiction here with this bullet hole. What do you mean, sir? You don't see? Quite simply, the bullet hole itself is too low. If the victim was shot in his stomach, the hole should be much higher up. What if the guy was shot while he was sitting or lying down, sir? That would be logical. The victim leaned against the shelf here but after being shot, which suggests that he was standing when he was shot. Then that means... Wait, what does that mean, sir? It means you need to use your brain every once in a while instead of mine, detective. In any case, it means someone made a faulty assumption. It was from this mistake that our current contradiction was born. Okay. Shoot. Oopsies. What is the faulty assumption that caused this problem with the bullet hole's position? The position of the body? If the victim was shot while he was lying down. Wait. Wait, no! Shoot. I don't care. The position of the handprints or the order of the files? I think the position of the handprints again? It's the order of the files. Oh my god, bruh. Oh, okay. Now I get it. The zero is supposed to be up top. Those white binders are special, so they are arranged a little differently. But from this, we know that the files were not in this order when the crime scene occurred. So that's it. I believe the killer made the same incorrect assumption as you just did, Detective. Let's rearrange the files in numerical order and see what we find out. Do you think it would be okay to put the body back up to how it was before it was moved? They finished processing the crime scene, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. If you please, Detective Gumshoe. Yeah. As I suspected, the bullet hole is now where it should logically be. The killer went through my files first before shooting Mr. Faith. And I put the files back in numerical order, I guess. Exactly. Then proceeded to shoot the victim. Why would someone kill a man and then look through your files one more time? Puzzling indeed. The files were thrown into disarray twice. Once before and once after the crime, aren't they? Now the crime scene is as it was at the time of the murder. Time to give it another look. Gumshoe! This? What is that? Why does it say Gumshoe under in blood? He's getting framed. I'd say that's some incredibly incriminating evidence. Yes, indicators of criminal activity indeed. No, wait, there's gotta be some mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me! Say something, sir! It appears that one of my files was stolen. Yeah, no shit. It's not all, sir. What about me in my situation? Yeah, going to jail. Is this what the killer was really after? But why write Gumshoe? Looks like Jim was able to leave us the name of his killer in the end. Shut up! Go away, big forehead. I hate you. And this most important message managed to reach us. I'm telling you, it wasn't me! You can't be terribly pleased to hear that your beloved partner is the guilty party. If you're going to accuse Detective Gumshoe of being the culprit, I sincerely hope you have some proof to back it up. Jim's words, they're more than enough, won't you say? If that's how you want to play it, then at least allow me to understand your reasoning. You got it. I don't like this one bit. There's something strange about this man's attitude, and there must be some sort of flaw to his logic waiting for me to dig out. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you gonna do? What I always do in court. I'm gonna cross-examine him. One way or another. I'll expose the flaw in his logic with this technique. Ooh, how do you do that? Can you explain it to me, sir? Might as well. Alright, first I listen to the witness's testimony. And if I find a flaw in the testimony, something that contradicts the evidence, I open my organizer with E and present a piece of contradictory evidence. To present something I simply use T, but that's old news. Okay. But it's not like there's gonna be a flaw in their testimony every time, right? Correct. And at those times, I need to press the witness with Q. Sometimes by pressing Q, I can draw out new information or new or modified testimony. I think I get it, sir. I'll be sure to try this technique out during investigations too. Very well. I'm going to show you how it's done. Now watch carefully. Mr. Portman's logic. Detective Gumshoe, you stole Jim's gun from him and shot him dead. Furthermore, he messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's why they moved Jim's body that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. Thanks to it, didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. You know, there's final words say brought to justice. You intend to argue that the victim's dying message points to the killer? I got urgent. One thing's commonplace killer's arrest. Are you sure you're not mishearing his words, Mr. Portsman? There's no way Detective Gumshoe is the culprit here. I will find the flaw in this man's logic. I'll expose it with credible evidence. You know what? I'm gonna see. Okay. You know what? No, it's okay. No. Maybe it's the profile? I'm kind of scared. Okay. Further, you messed up the files to make it look like you had committed theft instead. That's when you wrote Jim's policy that was sitting in front of the bookshelf. But thanks to that, you didn't notice the bloody letters his body was hiding. No, it's not that. Okay, let me press him on this. Why do you think that the killer didn't notice the bloody letters? The body was covering it quite well, wouldn't you say? That's how you missed it. But judging by what I have seen, it doesn't take much for your detective to miss something. Who do you think you are? You know nothing about me, pal. Does not person can understand about another from first impressions alone. I can't say I disagree with him on that point. But why don't you say something, sir? Not you too, Mr. Edgeworth. Despite his lack of attention to detail, I don't believe the detective to be the culprit. Nobody could have overlooked the bloody letters, and I can prove it with evidence. I couldn't ask for a better setup for the game-finishing spike. His final words. You know what? Let me press him on this too. Are you saying those letters were intended for you? Yep. Jim was an outstanding detective. I would expect no less from my former partner. It looks like Mr. Portsman still doesn't understand. He has yet to figure out the true meaning behind the bloody letters. What's all you sputtering over there? Can't you just admit my logic is perfectly sound? Actually, there's such a gigantic flaw in his logic. A gap so wide that not even a good detective can spot it. Now to clear Mr. Portsman in by presenting him with some evidence. Detective Gumshoe? Okay, so maybe it's that? I don't know. Is it... you know what? Let me go back and then press him on the, let me press him on this. Why would Detective Gumshoe do such a thing? Because the body was getting in his way. He had to mess up a bookshelf somehow. Right? Anyway. Thanks, blah, 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 blah. We already went over this. You know what? No, there's something I've been meaning to ask. Hmm? What is it? Why do you call the victim Jim? And clearly, his name is Buddy Faye. Is it obvious? Jim is the perfect name for my companion. Jocks and Jim. Don't those two names go together like peanut butter and jelly? They do not. But Jim isn't even close to the guy's real name. Well, Jocks and Buddy, it just sounds off somehow. Besides, he was the third of a bunch of guys I decided to nickname Jim. He talks about the victim like he was his pet. Further, he messed up. Okay, I'm gonna get off. My throat hurts a lot. I'm sorry, Mr. Big Forehead and Miles. Let me save this. Okay. Let me back. Alt enter. Okay, I'm gonna get off because let me see this again. Okay. Alright, goodbye. Hold on, this thing's taking a bit. Alright, goodbye.